Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Revive and Rebalance Yoga with me today. Two things before we start the practice. The first thing is that everything in this practice is optional. If you need to back out of anything, please do so. But the intent is for you to challenge yourself and maybe you'll surprise yourself. The second thing is if you would like to play any music during this practice, some relaxing music, go ahead and do so now. And let's get started. Pressing the hands together, press your feet into the ground and feel your connection to your heart. As you inhale, expand the diaphragm in the belly. Feel the breath expanding into your lungs and the chest and contracting as you exhale. Now drop the hands down to your sides. We'll come into the standing mountain pose, Tadasana. Continue breathing here. Now we're going to be moving into the double breath. So it'll be a short, long inhalation through the nose, short, long exhalation out the mouth. As you bend the knees and pull an imaginary door open, double inhale and double exhale as you bring the hands together in front of you. Double inhale, double exhale. Recharging your whole body. Use as much energy as you can here. The more energy you bring in, the more you will receive. Okay, we're lifting one arm to the side. Imagine you're lifting an imaginary weight. And inhale as you lift the arm. Exhale as you release it down. Inhale, reach the arm up, opening through the ribs. And exhale as you come down. Now we're pulling weights to the front. So imagine again you're holding an imaginary weight and flexing your muscles, making a little bit of a fist. We're reaching that weight directly up. Inhale as you reach up, exhale down. Moving into marching in place now. We're bringing in some energy. So imagine you are a soldier marching, a soldier of peace. Placing the hands on the hips now, we'll move into some spinal rotations. Keeping the hips where they are, moving the spine in a circular motion. Exhaling as you come forward and inhaling as you open the chest and come backwards. We're warming up the body with some exercises. When you're ready, go ahead and reverse directions. Moving into neck recharging, we'll bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, squeeze the muscles in the neck and look up. Exhale, relax the chin back down to the chest. Do this a few times. Inhale, squeeze the muscles, look up. Exhale, relax down. Exhale. Very nice. Now moving into neck rotations. Moving the neck in a circular motion. Releasing any tension in the neck muscles. Now placing the hands on the hips, we'll go directly side to side. Inhale through the center, exhale as you lean over to one side. We're warming up our side body here. Exhale out the side, inhale through the center. Moving now into some spinal twists. We want to move our arms and our hips in opposite directions. So as you move your arms in one direction, the hips are counteracting the movement. Placing the thumbs or the fists at the base of the spine now will come into some spinal adjusting. So as you lean forward, press your thumb or fist into each vertebrae, pressing back against your hands. Walk your hands up each vertebrae as far as you can, up the spine. You might get a few relieving cracks. Okay, upper spinal twisting. Have the hands in a fist in front of you. Bring one fist to the chest and the other directly behind you. Squeezing the muscles as you come back. Opening the upper body here. Squeeze the muscles as you come back. Inhale forward. Moving into some shoulder rotations. Pressing the feet into the ground. Nice grounded posture. Expanding through the arms and the shoulders. And gradually making the circle smaller and smaller. Raising our vibration, strengthening through the shoulders. Go ahead and hug yourself now. Breathing deeply into the arms. Bring the opposite arm to the top. Moving into shoulder rotations back to front now. Inhaling through the back of the body and exhaling forward. Continuing to open up through the shoulders. These are some standard exercises that are great to warm up the body before going into some asanas. And again, we're making the circle smaller here. Powering through, vibrating through the arms. Okay, now we're bending both knees with the feet about hip width apart and extending the arms directly out beside you. Imagine you're pressing two walls away from you. Keep your hands flexed upwards and continue to extend your arms out to the side. Moving into some hip rotations, we'll place the hands on the hip and rotate the right leg a few times each direction, engaging from the hip. We want to move the fluid in our hips around, warming up those joints. And reverse directions. Right, we're pulling weights from the side now. Extend your arms into a fist and inhale, squeeze the muscles, pull in and relax down. Inhale, squeeze up, and we'll release back down. Now we'll move into pulling weights from the forehead. Hands together, extend the arms out and in, squeezing the muscles each way. Crossing one arm over and holding it with the opposite elbow. External shoulder stretch. Go into the other side as well. Inhale, reach the arms up now, and we will come into Durga Pranayama, moving the hands over the body, coming down to the ground, and then sweeping the hands upwards, downwards and upwards, connecting to the earth below us and the sky above us. We'll now come fully into jackknife pose. So inhale, circle the arms up and come forward from the hips, placing the hands on the thighs. Press the tailbone out behind you, and we'll extend the spine through the crown of the head for just a moment before coming fully into jackknife pose. So as you feel ready to slowly relax the upper body down to the ground, pressing the feet into the floor, folding from the hips and allowing the shoulders and the neck to be released by gravity. Mentally affirm here, nothing on earth can hold me. Take a few deep breaths while in the jackknife pose before bending the knees and slowly rolling up. Now placing both hands on the ground, we'll sweep the right foot back and come into a modified warrior one. So allowing the knee to travel down to the ground, we'll lift the arms up above, open through the chest. Take some deep breaths here. And if you'd like to challenge yourself, you can reach behind you and lift up your foot, grabbing onto the ankle. This is a pretty deep quad stretch. Moving now into a runner's pose movement, shifting your weight forward and back as you extend and bend the leg. And then placing the hands inside of the foot, we'll drop the knee down toward the ground, maybe just a few inches into the lizard pose, opening through the hip. Press back into down dog, feeling the weight equally distributed in the hands and the feet. And now step the right foot forward. So left knee is behind you. We'll inhale, reach the arms up. Inhaling, lifting through the heart. And just like before, reaching back if you can, grabbing onto the ankle. And we're leading with the heart, feeling that openness in the thigh, in the quads. Moving back into the runner's pose. We're flexing our foot and moving that hip joint forward and back. And once again, bringing the hands inside the foot, dropping the right knee out to the side, allowing some openness in the hip. Take a few deep breaths here. And now we will go ahead and press back into a child's pose. Toes together, knees apart, chest bows down through the heart. Forehead on the mat, take some deep breaths. And coming into the cat-cow movement now, Pressing the hands and the knees into the ground, we'll round and open the spine, alternating, continuing to breathe. We will now come into some glute kickbacks, because why not? Bringing a little bit of strength into the glute area. So just lifting the leg behind you, extending the foot. We'll start with the left side. Commit to yourself. Continuing to breathe. Go into the other side, kicking up with your leg, up and back. Keeping a steady pressure with the hands in the shoulders, allowing us to rise up and strengthen. We'll move into the camel pose, Ustrasana. Sitting onto the knees, place the hands behind you on the pelvis, and inhale, reach back through the heart. Now move up to a standing posture, and we'll move into our first standing asana, the eagle pose. So cross your right leg over the left. We want to have both knees bent slightly in this posture. You can either rest your foot on the mat or curl it around your left leg. Lift the left arm up at a 90-degree angle and sweep the right arm around it. Curling the hand around the arm. We want to press down into the ground with our standing foot, making sure that the hips are nice and square, tucking in the core and rising up. I'm turning to the side so you can see better. Lifting up through the heart, mentally affirm. At the center of life's storms, I stand serene. When you're ready to come out, feel free to come out of it, and we'll move into the other side. Again, we'll start bending both knees. Place the left leg over the right. Wrap the foot around, extending the right arm out in front in a 90-degree angle and then wrapping the left arm around it. Continue to press with equal weight into the ground, squaring the hips and inhaling, exhaling as you rise up through the hands. At the center of life's storms, I stand serene. This is a balancing pose, helping us to work on our balance and stability. Coming out of the pose now, we'll have about 2 or 3 feet in between the feet and turning the right leg out to the side and rotating the left foot in about 45 degrees. We're going to send the arms over to the right side, shifting the hips over to the left side, and raise the left arm up. Actively lifting through the arm, coming into the triangle pose. Mentally affirm energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Bend the right knee and we'll inhale, extend the left arm over, opening through the rib cage and circling back to center. Let's go into the other side now. Point the left foot over to the left side. The right foot rotates in about 45 degrees, and we're shifting our weight now to shifting our hips to the right side, lifting up through the right arm. As you inhale, reaching up and bending the knee, you can place your elbow on the knee and again, opening through the right side now. Inhale deeply. We're going to go ahead and fold forward now with the feet apart. So kind of like a wide-legged jackknife pose now. Go ahead and send the hips back with equal force. And you can alternate bending one knee if you so choose to here. Playing around with whatever feels right. We'll also start to sweep our hands from side to side. Drawing an infinity symbol on the mat. Okay, bring the feet together, bend the knees, and slowly roll back up to standing. From here, we'll move into Muktasana, the freedom pose. Sweep the right foot back about 2 or 3 feet, bending through the left knee. And inhale, reach the arms up. We're using the power in our back leg to press us forward. And then opening through the chest, sort of like a bow and arrow. Mentally affirm here, I am free. I am free. Inhale, reach the arms up, and we'll bring our 2 feet into a straight line now. Folding over the left leg. We want to imagine we're squeezing a block in between the hips. Coming into the other side of Muktasana, bring the left leg back now. Pressing our weight forward and opening through the chest. Inhale. Reach the arms up like the warrior you are. Continue to move the breath in and out. Mentally affirming, I am free, I am free. Pressing forward through the leg, opening through the chest. Now coming into the pyramid pose once again, we will bring the feet into alignment, interlace the hands behind you, squeeze the hips inward, and fold over the right leg now. Breathing deeply for your stability and strength. And now bring the feet together, relax down into a jackknife pose once again. Holding the opposite elbow and swaying from side to side. Slowly bend the knees and roll upwards. Moving into the chair pose, this is a classic balancing pose and strengthening pose for the legs. Slowly sit back into your imaginary chair, lifting through the arms and the chest. You can lift the heels off of the ground and feel free to come in and out of it again as you find your stability and strength. Challenge yourself here, using the strength and the fire in the legs to hold you up. Mentally affirm, my body is no burden. It is light as air. As you stand back up, circling the arms, we'll move into the tree pose. So placing the weight in your left foot, rotate the right hip out and place your right foot either on the ankle, calf, or thigh. Beginning with the hands at the heart, we'll inhale, circle the arms up as you feel ready to. Mentally affirm in tree pose as you press and ground the foot into the ground. I am calm. I am poised. Rooting into the ground. And this is optional here, of course. You can cross your foot over your thigh and bending the standing knee slightly, slowly roll down and roll back up. It's a very nice hip opening movement. Coming into the other side now, so balancing on your right foot. Find your foot positioning for the left side, ankle, calf, or thigh, and reach the arms up, grounding into the ground, opening out from the hip, finding your stability and groundedness. I am calm, I am poised. Imagine your foot rooting into the ground, creating roots. Now crossing the foot over the thigh once again, we'll slowly and carefully bend down to the ground and bending the knee, slowly rolling back up. We will move into a frog movement now. This is a little bit of cardio, so watch me first. I am placing the hands on the ground, lifting the heels off the feet as I bend my knees and come forward, flicking the head up, and then relaxing into a jackknife. This is sort of like a frog jump movement. Keep the energy high in the body. And when you're ready, we'll slowly sit back down to the ground. Extend the legs out in front of you. Move the feet and the legs from side to side. And we'll come into Janu Shavasana, the head to knee pose. Tuck your left foot into your right thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, extend over the leg, grabbing onto the ankle, foot, or leg. Breathe here as you lengthen along the length of the leg and open out from the left hip. Mentally affirm left and right and all around me, life's harmonies are mine. Move into the other side as you feel ready to, tucking your right leg in now to the left thigh. Inhale, exhale, extend over the left leg, flexing the foot for maximum stretching. Breathing here. Left and right and all around, life's harmonies are mine. We'll now move into Ardha Matsyendrasana. Cross the right thigh directly in front of you. Then we'll move the left foot over the thigh, grabbing onto your knee or underneath the knee. Inhale, lift the left arm up, and exhale out to the side, rotating from the belly, chest, and neck. Take some nice deep breaths here and mentally affirm, I radiate love and goodwill to soul friends everywhere. Go ahead and untwist, and we'll go into the other side, crossing the left leg directly in front of you now. Cross the right leg over the left thigh, holding under or over the knee with the left hand. We'll inhale, reach the right arm up, planting it behind us at the base of our spine. Inhale once more and twist over to the right side from the belly, chest, and neck. Sending love out to our soul friends from our heart. Imagining you have a flame in your heart that can light 1,000 candles. Inhale back to center, slowly untwist, and now we will fold over both legs into Paschimottanasana. Right now, placing both hands underneath the glutes, we'll bring in some ab action here. Lift the legs up 90 degrees and slowly release the legs down to the ground in 3 parts. 1, 2, 3, stopping about 6 inches off the ground. Inhale as you bring the legs up. Exhale as you bring them down. And now we'll hug our knees into our chest and roll from side to side, massaging our spine, clasping onto both knees, giving a nice relief in the lower back. And now we will grab either side of the feet, and press the lower back into the ground into the happy baby pose. Again, rocking from side to side, feeling that relief in your spine. The next pose we'll move into is called banana asana, banana pose. Extend your hands out above you. Cross the left ankle over the right. Grab onto your left wrist with your right hand and lift your upper body up, shifting your weight to the right side, tugging a little bit on your left wrist. You should feel a nice lengthening effect through the left side of your body. We want to take a moment to relax here in this pose, relaxing fully. This will help us to remove any tension in our lower back and shoulders. Rest and relax into banana asana. When you're ready, come back to center. We'll go into the other side. Cross the right ankle over the left now and hold the right wrist with the left hand. reaching over to the left side of the body, creating a banana shape with your body. Relaxing fully into this moment, release your worries through your breath. Now we're going to reach the left leg up toward the ceiling, point and flex the foot, rotate through the ankle. When you're ready, you can slowly allow the leg to come out to the side, bending the knee and holding the leg with your arm. This is a restorative pose. Resist the urge to move. Coming back to center, we'll lift the right leg up now, pointing and flexing the foot, grabbing behind the thigh, rotating the foot in each direction, pressing the neck and the spine into the mat. And bending the knee, holding underneath the thigh, will allow the right leg to travel closer to the ground again, opening the hip. Now, if you are near a wall, I'm going to walk us through first legs up the wall. So bringing your glutes to the wall, extending your legs up. And now press the feet into the wall and lift your pelvis off the ground, tucking your shoulders under and holding the pelvis with your hands. We'll come into Viparita Karani, partial shoulder stand. Bring one leg up, and then maybe bring both legs up if you can, or go ahead and just lift up one leg at a time. Holding underneath the pelvis, hooking the thumbs onto the pelvic bone. When you're ready, go ahead and bring your feet back to the wall and lower yourself. You can stay in this restorative legs up the wall posture as long as you need to with your arms extended out to the side. Taking some deep breaths here. When you're ready to come out, just slowly roll over to one side. Okay, for all of you flexible yogis, come into a wide-legged seated pose. We're just inhaling and lifting each arm out to the side, feeling that openness in the hips and the shoulders. And now relaxing through the center, almost done here. Pointing the feet upwards. And slowly roll up. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste, and I hope to see you again soon.